2, 1.
I'm not starting yet. We gotta wait for some people to get on. I want to see it pop up here.
So far, nobody.
Smile.
I'm waiting for it. It's not. I should get a notification here. Oh, that's the last thing you want to start off with a puppy in your hand.
Yeah.
Come on, Gail.
Hey. Whoa,
Get Vera.
it's real. Okay, so let's say if you talk about Vera, and then
Oh, it's
she
on. There
passes
we go.
when she
It
passes.
says we're live now, so I'm going to share this.
If she passes away, would you tell them
I'm
that?
going to share this to our page so people can see it too.
Right.
Share this to our page. Come out of there, please.
What is that?
Come out of there, please. That's us. I got some volume now. It's going to cause that if we don't. Let me go to my page. Make a post. Well, it's 1 minute too.
Tell how you we get requests every day. We check out. And also,
Of course, this internet's going to be super slow for me.
That's something else you can talk about. How many requests you get.
Well, okay, it's 7 o'clock, I think, by my watch. It's 7, and so we're gonna go ahead and get started. For those of you who are new to us, my name's Ralph. This is my wife Gail. We run the Roland Senior Dog Rescue Gang, located in Melrose, Florida. Where's my site from? We have been doing this for about 9 years. We just want to give an update on what's going on with the rescue. We haven't been on for a while. And we want to start off with something that's new for us. Is we've partnered with Real-Time Animal Rescue, which is a live stream service. I wouldn't call it service, but it's just on the ground floor. It's going to be featuring all different kind of rescues, from dog rescues to wildlife, to horses, to just about any kind of animal. And they'll be doing lots of live streams. And he's getting into something again, not trying to teach the dog. They have their own YouTube channel and their own Facebook page. So we need all our followers to go there and subscribe to the Real Tree Rescue. That's something totally different, Gal. Don't worry about it. To the it's called Real Time, which is REEL Time Animal Rescue. You can sign up, subscribe to their page, and hit the notifications button. It's free. There's no charge. Everybody sees subscribe. I got to pay money. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. You can also go to their Facebook page. Like I said, again, it's REELTIME Animal Rescue. And you can like their page, follow it, and you can also do the notifications there, and you'll see when we go live. So when we do live videos from now on, it's going to be on that page. We'll share them to our Facebook page, but it's going to be on our on the real-time YouTube and Facebook. We're trying to really want to put a lot on the YouTube. Okay, Barry, it's okay. So we wanted to give just give a quick update on excuse me, on Phoenix. If you're new to our rescue, or if not, you know that 9 days ago we took in Phoenix, who is a young a cur or a Florida brown dog, I guess you'd say. Here she is. Here he is.
Scars all over his face. And
He was found in a yard, tied to a heavy chain, no food, water, or shelter, in the hot sun, and the owner basically wanted to get rid of him. So,
wanted to bury him.
Good Samaritan saved him, brought him to happened to be the vet that we use, and we found out about it through them. If you've seen the original video that's on Facebook, you see that he was basically almost dead on the table, the exam table. Couldn't raise his head, couldn't move his legs. Basically, he was paralyzed. The only thing he could move was his tail, and he would try to wag his tail. And so over time, they got him to drink a little water from the side and to eat a little bit the next day. And I picked him up on the next day. When we brought him home, he was still paralyzed. He could not move. He couldn't move from one side to the other. By that evening, he was rolling over a little bit and trying his best to raise his head. He would stress out so hard trying to get his head up off the ground. By the next morning, he was lifting his head up and trying to actually get up. Throughout the day, he was doing really good and started putting his head all the way up, and he tried to stand up. But before the end of the day, he was able to sit up, and I think it was the next morning he actually stood up.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm not talking to him. I was talking to you. He actually stood up and could walk a little bit. And then he started walking the rest of the day, got stronger and stronger, and this is where he's at now. He is a very young guy, loves to get in trouble, will kind of steal anything he can. We don't think he's ever had toys. He's never really played. This is all new to him. He's spent his whole life outside, and if you can see, I don't know how close you can see with this, but his whole body is covered in scars, which a lot of them are permanent. They've healed, but they're just going to leave the scars there. Some of them we're working on to try to get them softer. Same with his paws. You can see where he's had a pretty rough life. He's not more than 2, we think, which is not what normally for a senior dog rescue. This is one of those you just got to help out and do what you can. He loves to
Right.
he loves to eat, of course. He thinks everything should be food, and he loves his treats. But he's so happy. He's a sweet dog. He gets along great with all the other guys. He just loves attention. So in the short time we've had him, he's come a long way. Today he was actually, and we'll get some video later of him outside. He's actually running across the yard. So he went from basically being a couple hours away from death to outside now running and playing and having a good time. So he's going to have a good life. We'll get him healed up, and then we'll get him all vetted up and neutered. And I haven't had him heartworm tested yet. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be heartworm positive being outside that long, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. And let's see what else we're going to talk about. So that's Phoenix's story. So we're going to talk about a couple of dogs that got adopted. Patty Cakes. I don't know if you remember Patty Cakes. If you've been following us for a while, you know. She is a Jack Russell that is blind in one eye. She's super sweet, and she's living in a new home now that's awesome. Got a sweet new mom that's really going to take care of her, and we're really happy about that. Anyone who remembers Lily knows that Lily was a little Yorkie that we had. She was blind, we think probably deaf, no teeth, and she probably one of the last dogs. Bad skin that we worked on forever, chronic skin infection, and we worked on forever. And believe it or not, out of the blue, an awesome lady adopted her, and she's living the life of luxury now. New dresses, new beds, just being pampered, the way it should be. And so we're really happy about that. I know I'm going really fast.
Can we talk about Vera?
Yeah, we can talk about a couple of dogs. I hope my video is not looking like it is on my computer, because it looks like it's just barely moving like it.
No, it's because we probably got a comment.
Okay, so this is Vera. Vera is
A
very
senior,
old.
senior.
She is a super senior, as we call them. She's probably about between 16 and 18. Vera came to us quite a while back with her brother, and he passed away 5 years ago, maybe. He had cancer. But Vera's hung around. She's tough. She's lost weight. She's still kicking it. Still loves her treats. Still loves to be held. She's a little gun shy sometimes. I think it's because of her starting to lose her vision. But she's a real sweetheart. And she just loves being here. I mean, she just
Super frosty face.
She's got one of the super gray faces. So that's Vera, and we can show. What do you want to see now? How about Ricky Ticky?
Ricky.
We show Ricky Ticky. Okay, Ricky. Oh, I guess we're not going to show Ricky Ticky. He's having a fit. Hey, who else is over there?
Lily, the new Lily.
Oh, we'll show the new Lily. She was on last time, I think. This is the new Lily. The new Lily is, I think about maybe 10.
She's that old.
If she's that old. She's a Corgi Jack Russell mix. Very loyal dog. Stays right by your side. Fairly quiet. She's like, sometimes you don't know she's here. She's so quiet. But when we got her, she had a massive infected tooth and a bunch of really other bad teeth. So after her dental, and we got that tooth out and got the infection taken care of, man, her personality really came out, and she just loves hanging out, running around.
She was in bad shape. That
Yeah.
mouth was so bad that there was just pus coming out of her mouth.
Yeah, she was
Really
not good.
bad.
And you could tell she was in low pain. But
Now she's
After-
happy.
after a dental and some antibiotics, TLC, she's doing really good. She's up for adoption. She is heartworm positive, but that's easy. We'll get her treated up. I think Phoenix is having a fit with ones down there. So we're gonna do
Man winner.
we're gonna do Old Man Winter next.
She doesn't look like she's missed a meal, that's for sure.
No, she's a little on the chubby side, like me. So. This is Mr. Winter. Mr. Winter has a long, crazy story. Mr. Winter, I think we talked about him before. And if you're new here, Winter was found in a ditch in the next county over by one of the guys that
When there's,
run the big bush hogs.
yeah,
Mow the side of the road. Luckily, he saw the white spot and he was able to stop the mower in time, because if not, he would have ran over him. And he was down in a ditch, and so we were able to get him from the county shelter where they had
but it
taken him.
looks like they did run
Yeah,
over.
he has alopecia on the back. That's not from the lawnmower, so don't worry about that. But that's just the alopecia he has on the back. He's a crazy old man, likes to wander around, and sometimes he gets a little unbalanced, but he's a happy little guy. He is very old. We're not sure exactly how old. I think
Super
he's 16
senior.
plus. He's another super senior. He's starting to get a little bit of vision issues, but he likes to be held. He likes to snuggle. He also likes just to pace around and pester the other dogs every once in a while. So, and that's Mr. Winter. And our next one up is
Another one, dog.
our next one up is Marion. This is Marion, who came from Marion County. That's where she got her name from. Marion is a Chihuahua mix. She is, of course, blind. She lost both of her eyes due to severe infections. She has no teeth, thus the leather tongue that sticks out all the time. Very sweet, very quiet. She works hard with that tongue to give you a kiss.
She bark when she barks, her tongue goes in
Yeah,
inside.
that's the only
That's the only time
Only
her
time.
tongue is inside when she barks.
So she has a She has a unique personality. She likes to stay on blankets. You can buy her the most expensive, softest bed in the world, and she prefers to find a blanket and scrunch it up and sit on top of the blanket.
And if she can't find that, she'll take a foot pad and scrunch it up.
So
Make a bed out of it.
that's she does. But she, believe it or not, right now we have 9 blind dogs at the shelter, at the sanctuary rescue. We have 3 that have to have their eyes removed due to infections. Believe it or not, they can find their way around where they're going. Once they figure out where they're at, they learn to map out their territory. They have no problem getting around at all.
They can find him anywhere.
Yeah, they'll find me.
I can't find him, but they can.
That's Miss Marion,
Marion.
sweetheart. I think we're going to do one more with Ruthie. So this is Ruthie. I'm trying to find where I'm at here. Ruthie is Ruthie's about 12. Ruthie was found as a stray on the side of the road here close to us, brought to us by a friend, and she she is really sweet. She likes to cuddle, really quiet. She'll hang out beside you, sit beside you, let you hold her. She's just nervous right now. She doesn't like to be getting all the attention.
She's on TV.
She's on TV. But she's a sweetheart of a dog. She's available for adoption. She's spayed, current on her shots. She had a small growth on her back, which we had removed, and the doc said it's all fine. And so that's Ruthie.
The thing with senior dogs is you have a very lot of vet visits.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we're going to talk about the rescue in a minute, about running the rescue. But with these dogs, every dog that comes here, it gets vetted. We're going to, they're going to get dentals if they need dentals. They're going to get, of course, spayed and neuter. They're going to get their shots, their heartworm tests, their treatments, and any medications that they need. That's what we do. We make sure that that they're healthy. The biggest thing with the senior guys is the teeth. I don't know how many dentals we've done. Just about every other dog we've had to do a dental on, because that leads to a lot of other issues that people know. If you're not really familiar with it, it leads to heart disease. It leads to all kind of issues with them, with the infections. The same thing with Lily, the new Lily. She actually got ulcers inside her mouth and on her tongue because of the infection of that tooth. We don't know how long she'd had it before we got her. We noticed it right away, and got her taken care of. So, but we spend a lot of money at the vet. I mean, that's just part of the rescue. That's why our donations are so much. I mean, our donations mean so much. Help us pay for the vet bills and the medication. We've got 8 dogs that are on Apoquil, which is a pill that helps them from scratching so much when they have issues. That's prescribed, and I just bought a new bottle. It's $550 for a bottle. So it's a very expensive medication, but when you think about it, I mean, you think about what it does. It's great. We've had dogs that just have chronic scratching, and it's not an infection. It's just you got to break the cycle, and it really works. But we make sure we give these dogs what they need, and so the donations are really important to us. So
plenty of food, lots of treats.
Lots of treats. We spend a lot of money on. Someone was talking today about how much money we spend. Our Chewy bill is $1,200 a month. That's just in wet food.
Canned food, yes.
That's just canned food, and a few treats that are thrown in. We get a couple bags every week, but we get a weekly delivery, and it's $300 a week, and it's going to be increasing because we're going to add some more stuff in. We do get some great donations. We have a Chewy list on our website. On the link on there, also in our description, has our donation page, which has our Amazon and our Chewy links for wish lists. And so
I should put them in there.
so you go there and get information about that. The last thing we want to talk about, I know we're going kind of fast. It's only like 15, 20 minutes, 18 minutes. And we have people all the time asking us, one of the things we always hear a lot of times is like, oh, I want to start a rescue. I want to do this. And we wish you would. We need more rescues. We need more senior rescues. There are very few here. We get at least 5 requests, either via phone call or online.
Messaging, email.
Requests to take senior dogs from people. And it's from all over the country. We stay local. That's our number one priority.
And we are packed.
And we're packed right now. We are not taking any other dogs for a while. Now we say that all the time. Something always comes up.
As soon as we say that.
And you're the first one.
Yes.
Right. But we love people to start a rescue. It's not easy, and there's a lot of paperwork to get started, get your 501c3 and all that. But people want, people are like, well, I really want to do that. And I always tell people is that if you're local and you want to do that, come spend 24 hours with me. I do most of the physical work around here. I start and I'll give you a description of what we'll do today or any day. I get up between 6 and 7 and come out. The first thing I do is let dogs outside, make sure water bowls are filled, check on the dogs. I do just a quick walk around and make sure that everybody's okay. And then unfortunately, they're seniors. They could pass at any time. Check on the dogs, make sure that they're good. And they're all set up, and then I start cleaning. First thing I usually will do is, if it's not going to rain that day, because I have an outside clothesline for the animals, because I was forbidden from using the in one, which I'm blaming my wife. Yeah, we know, Phoenix. We start a load. We start laundry, dog beds, dog blankets, towels. That's the big thing. We go through them pretty fast. So we get a load going. While the load's going, I start cleaning up. A lot of these dogs have bad, they just can't make it outside at night. And so we have tons of pee pads down. So it's cleaning up the pee pads, scooping whatever needs to be scooped, getting it all put away. And then we have to clean the floors. And we clean the floors either with our Bissell cleaner or a mop or both, to get everything cleaned up, straightened up. Then there's morning feeding, and we do the morning feeding. Get everybody some food that gets their. Some dogs don't. There's only some dogs that eat breakfast in the morning, but they have to have it. So get that taken care of, and then it's on to. We have a building in the back, which we're going to do another live stream on that soon. It's called the Big Dog Haven, and it's a 12 by 56 office trailer that was donated. Central heat and air, really nice. Then I go out there, check water, check the dogs. Right now I have a very sick bloodhound, Roscoe, who's not doing very well. So I have to, move him from one spot to another and clean up where he's been, because he's having a hard time getting up and going to the bathroom. So that all has to be cleaned up. Give out treats out there, because if you don't give out treats, they won't let you leave. But then I have another room in the back we have 3 blind dogs in a separate big room that they're just not around the other dogs because they just get trampled on, and it's not safe for them. So they're out there, they're happy, they're in a nice room. So we check on them, clean their floors, check their water. Another thing about the rescue is this. This happens 24/7, so you kind of get used to it. You get used to talking over each other. You get used to having to yell or whatever you need to do, because they get very vocal sometimes. All it takes is one noise outside, or someone to come to the door, or just nothing.
A delivery driver.
And they start.
Outside.
And then one key's off the other one. So that's another part of the rescue. It's very loud. That's JoJo in the back. Okay? And we've learned to know every dog's bark.
Yes, we do.
When they go off. Anyway, so now we're up to about 10, maybe. So it's 10 o'clock. Swapping out laundry from the washing machine to the clothesline. Checking the backyard. Making sure everything's good in the backyard. And it's time I can sit down in front of the computer and sitting down in front of the computer, try to answer a few emails, check our website, check do paperwork, okay, and you know, and then it's back to the laundry again. We've got to get bowls washed. So I'm the chief bowl washer here. Get all the feed bowls washed and put up, ready to go. And usually there's a Chewy donation I have to get, unpack, put in storage where it's supposed to go. And I know I'm forgetting 10 other things I do in between that. And then the afternoon is usually laundry, cleaning again. Now, and that's not putting in if there's a vet visit that day, if I have a really sick dog that day, if I have to go to a potential adoption, if I have to go pick up a dog, or if we just have to leave the house to get some supplies or something. And because we have not had a vacation since we started this rescue in 2014. So we don't, you know, our vacation, we've said before, we go to Walmart or we go have lunch somewhere and then go. We always have to tie the trips in together. And it always ends up, we got to go to Tractor Supply and get something for the dogs, whatever. And so
there is not one spot in this house that doesn't have a dog related item. Any drawer.
That's true.
Any
room.
Corner.
So usually by the afternoon, it's cleaning, it's doing more laundry, and before you can turn around, it's feeding time. And so we start our feeding process. I start at 4:30 in the back with the big guys and the blind guys. Again, making sure water bowls are filled up, cleaning up any messes, making sure everybody's got the food. Wait for them to finish. Put their bowls in our deep sink out there to soak. I let my bowls soak overnight. Then it's up front to feed everybody here. We have some in the front here, and I have the ones in the back.
I think I feed 15.
And I feed 19 back there. And we get their bowls out. Some of them have wet. Some of them have wet and kibble. It depends. Some have medicine in there. Some don't. So you got to get them all laid out. And then you get the bowls put down. And then it's time to play 2-year-old toddler games because my food's not good enough. I want his food. Or I'm going to be a bully and I'm going to push him out of the way. And then it's funny because they will come to me and just stand there and look at me. Like, he took my food. And so I have to go back and swing the bowls around and monitor all that. And once everybody's done eating pretty much, then collect the bowls, put them in the sink. I usually wash those as quick as I can. Get the bowls put up, go check the laundry, get the laundry off the line that's dry, and then clean up the mess in the back. And then I might get an hour, maybe. I can sit down and watch TV or it's usually on the computer. Oh, I do take a nap. Then we get something to eat, and then it's, after eating, it's you just don't know what's going to happen. It's always something coming up, and dogs get in fights sometimes. We don't have any real bad ones here, but we did have one issue with 2 new dogs they're super bonded, but they decided to try to kill each other one night, and it was just mayhem around here. And then you got first aid. And then before you know it, it's 9:30, and that starts the nightly treats and medicine. So I walk around and, put the medicine in the treats of the ones that get their medicine at night. And everybody gets their round of treats up here, and then it's off to the back. Everybody gets their treats back there. And then, of course, I spend 20 minutes to 30 minutes cleaning where the blind dogs are at because, of course, the blind dogs, they have access to go outside, but they rarely will go out there. On the deck or whatever. So I spend 30 minutes cleaning the floors, scrubbing the floors, so that they're nice and clean, put down new pee pads, make sure they got fresh water, give them their treats because they have to be hand fed their treats, clean up, come back up and deal with whatever else is going on and then go to bed by 11. So, and that's an easy day. That's the day where I don't have any emergencies.
But I have it hard because I have to take care of you.
Yeah, she takes care of me. Well, she nurtures the other dogs. She'll take the dogs and do great things with them and things like that. But that's just a quick and down and dirty on what it's like to run a sanctuary. We're not foster based. We are totally not foster based. Our dogs are here. And a lot of our dogs are not adoptable. Not a lot, but some of the dogs are just not adoptable for health reasons, age, things like that. Some of them are. Some dogs that never get adopted have gotten adopted. It's just like that, but we love what we're doing.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
Sometimes you would. But everybody get frustrated at a point where you just want to stop.
Absolutely.
But then you go back and you look at one of the dogs. There's nothing better than getting up first thing in the morning and the dogs they can't wait to see you. It's like, to them, it's a whole new day. It's a whole new world. To us, it's just another day, but they get all excited. If we were that excited about life we'd be so much better people. But they just get all excited. It's just to see you. They just get so excited, and then start the day over. And that's 7 days a week, 365. That's what we do. And like I say, that's a fairly normal day. There's always crazy days when, you know, you got a special day, like when we were working on Phoenix. We were working with Phoenix and having to do all the other stuff at the same time. So that's what we do. We thought we'd bring you that just that little bit. But we just want to let you know that, you know, we're on this real-time animal rescue channel on YouTube now. That's where all our live videos will go. So we need everybody to go there. You know, you can search it on YouTube for real. Like I say, it's REEL time, animal rescue, and you know, subscribe to the page. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything, and then you can hit the notifications. So every time that we go live, you'll get a notification on your phone or your computer to watch it. And we're planning on doing a lot more videos.
We're going to do videos that show our everyday.
Yeah, we're going to do a walk around videos with that. And then when we go to the vets and we go to pick up animals and things like that, adoptions, we'll start live streaming a lot of those things. So anyway, go to our website, RolandRescueGang.com. Lots of great information there. And again, go to the Real Time Animal Rescue Facebook page. And like it, and same like I just said of their YouTube page. You can also check it out. They have a website, Real Time Rescue. Lots of good information, lots of great rescues, a lot more to come. So I think we're going to end it there. Is that good with you?
That's good with
So
me.
we appreciate everybody
Yes, we do.
tuning in. If you didn't tune in, you're watching us on a replay, which is just as good. And we hope everybody has a good night, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Now, what does it say after that? Don't stop it, because sometimes it says share.